sun is out, we got a nice breeze, and since on Monday we put in that quarter canola, and since then we've had a good close to an inch of rain pretty much across the whole farm. So we're just starting to dry up. It's Friday, just before May long weekend, and Daryl's going on the light land. He's putting some beans in, and I'm hoping I can see this 80 yet before the rain. They're calling for more rain tonight, and any little piece that we can get in, we're gonna get in. So yeah, I'm gonna head out and check another field for Darryl, so that if he finishes, when he finishes that field, he might head off to the heavy land to do some more beans. Our alfalfa, just north of our yard, it is growing awesome. It's got to be probably close to 8 inches tall. It's nice and green, and loving this moisture. Alright, this is typically one of the lower spots in the field. The other places I've checked have all been good. So everything is crusted over. So I'm hoping that's good enough for the predator to go. Okay, I'm doing the same variety that I had finished up on Monday, or that I done on Monday. So I'm calibrated. I just need to add about 6 bags to the back. So I'm gonna back up to the shop, load them up, and then we're off. Alright, we got 7 bags on here. I think I got 1 left in there. Should be enough. Darryl, you got a copy? Yeah. Yeah, your highway corridor is good to go. Well, it's crusted everywhere.
Okay, just wondering, when is Peter back and when does he need to leave? Because I'll need seating.
Yeah, Mo is going to leave around 4. So yeah, I'm not sure where your seat and what's Dylan up to.
Not sure. Okay, the seat's going to be at Monroe's. I've got enough to do 30 acres, but then I'm out. So.
Okay, and where are you? Are you just about done, or what do you got left?
Yeah, I saw the text already, so I'm on the move to the highway field.
Oh, okay. Good. we're going here, it is just barely that I can go. I've gone quite a bit shallower. I am barely getting this under, barely covered in dirt. Canola doesn't take a whole lot of moisture, and it likes the warm ground, so I'm going shallower, and they're calling for about ½ an inch to 3/4 of an inch of rain. Hopefully we don't get any more than that. We really don't need any more moisture for a while, or at least until we're done seeding. But yeah, it's working, like I said, just barely dry enough. It won't take long. I'm not going to do any more than this field. I do have a 220 acre field across the road that is next, but the rain's supposed to start this evening, and we're kind of not sure whether we want to be putting canola in quite yet. It is May 17th, and I told Darryl earlier, I says, nothing earlier than the 15th. We're not putting any canola in before the 15th. Well, I already did a quarter, and it is after the 15th, but yeah, I'm always the later in May that we can put it in, it's like it works, it's better. When canola comes up, you want it in the ground and out of the ground really, really quick, and you want it going with nice temperatures, because canola is a weak plant that flea beetles love to eat, and I hate having to monitor them, checking them daily for that. So when it's later in the year and it's warm, canola just gets out of the ground and just starts growing, and we have less issues with flea beetle pressure. Those are the ideal situations. Ideal isn't always ideal, and ideal doesn't always work. Sometimes you just got to get it in the ground when the conditions are there. When the ground is dry, you go. But another issue we have is last night Peter was we decided to go out and strip till 80 acres, and that's where Darryl was planting soybeans this morning. And when he came back into the yard, we noticed the antifreeze was pouring out of our water pump. So that tractor's out of commission. I called into Cummins, and because it's May long weekend here in Canada, they're hoping that they can have one from Regina, which is 5 hours away. They're hoping they can have it here on Tuesday, but more likely it'll be Wednesday. So that tractor's out, so as soon as I'm done this field, I'm gonna dump the air seeder and hook it onto the roller to get rolling the beans. Try and get whatever beans we can get rolled before the rain.
We are at it again today. Was not expecting to do a whole lot of seeding today based on the rains we've been getting, but the 80 acres on the sandier soil that we were hoping to get done, and by the time we got that done, this quarter section heavy land was ready to go. So we are walking right along there. We've got 50, or is it here, 58 acres done, and things are going well. So if you look over there, you can maybe see a set of lights, and maybe you can't. Dylan's going to be bringing me a couple of parts. I got something that's acting a little funny on my section control, and there's another truck there, and that's the guys from Tone Ag, and we're doing another plot with them. If you followed us in the past, you've noticed we've done 1 or 2 plots with them every year, and this year the one we're doing is actually row spacing, on soybeans. So I'm gonna guess they're here, and this was the field we're supposed to do it on, so they are always super good with timing, and they managed to take the time on this long weekend to make their way out here. So that's what we're gonna be doing here in a bit.
Okay, I ran out of seed. My monitor says I've got 27 acres left. So that means I should be able to do, if I put 3 bags in, that should do 30 acres. And that should be close. Just check our depth. Not like I want to change it. Basically, I just want it covered. Yeah, it's right there. Just barely. So canola, when we combine it, see that blue dot? When we combine canola, it's black. But that they put a seed treatment on it. And that seed treatment is supposed to help keep the plant healthy. And when the flea beetles try eating the plants, the flea beetles will die. That's really our best way to try and get the plant to grow. And in the past, that treatment hasn't worked that great if you put it into cool dirt. That's why you want to put it in warm ground, preferably in the moisture, and get it up out of the ground as quick as possible.
Okay, so had Joran in here, not Jordan, Joran, and we got things set up. So what you can see, I've got these parts that are done. Then I'm going right here. And what this is my first pass, and as you can see, my population is now cut in half. I'm aiming for 75,000. So that's what we're doing. So I got one more up and down, one more up and down. So there are 2 passes over here. We'll do them, and then we're going to offset everything by 15 inches, and we'll get narrower row spacing and see how this works out. It'll be interesting to watch this during the summer. See, I just bumped my throttle again. See if there's going to be any difference. We've done it with the air drill, where we've gone 15-inch spacing, but that's still not exactly a true comparison because planters and drills seed very differently.
Alright, and just like that, we're done. It's about the middle of the afternoon. It took me about 2 hours to do this field. And I'm gonna get this tractor on the roller and see, hopefully we can get as much rolled before the rain as possible. You know, I love this tractor for so many things, but the one thing I don't like is the inability to see your pin. Not like we hook up and unhook and all that stuff a whole lot, but oh, I got it. Done.
nearly as threatening from the camera, but that over there is some pretty dark
I'll
clouds.
see if I can get Lindsay to bring me out to grab the tender unit.
Maybe. Kendall's buggering off with the roller already because we do not want to get that thing full of mud. That sucks. And with that storm they're rolling in, we will not be finishing this field today. I'm glad it's not just 2 up and downs left, because then the plot would have been a little costly, but that being said, still got to learn something, so patience is always good, but go from there. One thing you might want to do is start that truck so that its air is building up while you're gone, because it tends to leak out here real quick.
Yep, I'll do that. You got what, close to 100 done? 90?
85, so if I do one more round, we'll be over 90.
Well, I did a couple up and downs. The mud was picking up a little bit on the drum, not horribly, but we're seeing lightning to the west, and on the radar, that system is moving in, so we got a little bit of rolling down here. Not a lot. I didn't get caught up, but yeah, I did close to 20 acres. But if we wait for the rain to come, that roller becomes one big ball of mud, and then that's horrible to get off. So I'm gonna quit early, take this thing back, and then come back for the tender unit, and we're gonna call it a day. I'm getting the odd drop right now, so I think my timing, you can see it just starts to cake on here. Just brutal. And right behind the tires, or tracks I should say, just cakes on. So, and that's a pain. Horrible. So we'll quit early, and we will have seeded, what is that? Well, Darryl's done over 160 acres of beans today, and I've done 80 acres roughly of canola. So we weren't anticipating to get any seeding done after we got that rain in the beginning of the week. So pretty happy we got back in the field.
So the rain is starting to come, so I got greedy and was hoping for to get 100 acres done, and I'm still thinking, well, I'm gonna do it. It's just hopefully I don't make too much of a mess going this last quarter mile. Okay, we are transported up, and it is time to go. Get off of this field none too soon. Guess I should put my emergency lights all on. Definitely wanted to be seen. Downfall to waiting as long as I did is I'm gonna have to go down the highway now, because the dirt road that I would have gone down will be too wet. home stretch. So that will be a wrap for the day. And I guess tomorrow we'll see. It'll probably be a shop day again by the look of it.
All right, well, we got both units home. It's raining. Hopefully it dissipates. It looks like it's actually starting to lighten up. But anyway, that's a wrap for the day, probably the week. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and have yourself a good one.